Kinnear, welcome back to The Tonight Show. It is great to see you in person.
Good to see you. I have an earworm in my head right now. It goes a little something like this. I still don't understand.
I'm telling you, right? How talented is he, right?
It's never going to leave my mind.
No, yeah, it's a new, we don't talk about Bruno. Yeah, it's giant.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, bud. You look great. How's the fam?
Everybody's good. Everybody's good. We've, I haven't seen you since this whole crazy lockdown and everything we've been through.
I'm so happy that you're well.
Yeah, everybody's good. Have lockdown with 6 daughters is tricky. 3 daughters.
Okay,
sorry.
thank
3
you.
daughters.
Yeah.
Felt like 6 daughters.
Wow.
But yeah, we managed to get through it. You
How
have
old
daughters.
are your daughters?
They're all teenagers.
Wow. Yeah, everyone's
That's
feeling
an appropriate reaction.
Wow, so 3 teenage daughters. You were in lockdown with
Yes, exactly. So we did everything. My wife and I, we tried to, especially in the early days, we did the dress up, we did little bake-offs before dinner, and we did culture night, and, it devolved into, honey, tell the table your thorn and rose for the day. That's that's the good thing and bad thing that happened to you in the day. And they're teenagers, they don't want to be asked that question, Jimmy.
No.
And I don't know what a serial killer looks like, but the looks that I was getting back
from your own daughters.
I mean, I had to get out. I had to abandon ship and find a way out of the house wherever I could.
Yeah. When they finally eased up on the lockdown, you did something that I probably would never do.
Yeah, I had a friend. Well, you would if you were in my situation. I had a friend call me, and he said, look, we've got 6 guys going about 40 miles off the coast of Cuba to go free diving. That's diving without scuba equipment, without any apparatus. It's open water. It's dangerous. You're going to have to sign a life waiver. You could die. I was like, I'm in. Get me out of this house.
That's fast. That's fast.
Yeah, no, it was really, but it was crazy. At some point, because I couldn't get as far down as these guys could, so I'm in the mid-water, they're in the deep water. Here's the top.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see shadows. And these are sharks. And they're not, it's not just like a few sharks. It's not like, oh my God, a shark. There are a plethora of sharks, and I wasn't told about it. I didn't know about it. I had no idea about it.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, there's sharks.
I understand, but that's frightening. What,
I don't know how to explain it any better, Jimmy. There's sharks.
I know you're a shark, but then how do you get out of there?
Well, you have to. First of all, when you do plunge up and you're struggling for air, and the guys come up and they're like, Greg, listen, relax. This is their environment. This is their habitat. This is their home. And, I'm thinking, well, maybe we shouldn't be in their home.
Yeah.
And maybe we should, but no, you have to just realize that the fear that you send off is the thing that attracts them. So you have you have an electricity. Jimmy Fallon has electricity. And I think America knows that.
Thank you.
But I think
Thank you very much.
I think we've known that. So you can't turn that electricity off. When you're underwater and you're starting to feel like sharks coming at you, that adrenaline you feel actually sends out to these predators a sign that you're on the menu. So it's both good and bad.
Well, I know you've won all these awards, but I mean, can you act? You're not fearful at all?
I cannot do that. I cannot.
You cannot do that.
I cannot act not fearful.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I cannot act not fearful.
I cannot act fearful.
But so you saw these crazy sharks, but here's the coolest thing. You brought us a video.
Oh, yeah. So the guy hands me the camera, and he says, I'm going to go down with the dudes. And he swims down. I have a camera, and this is in real time. This is
a free dive.
This is just me cruising around.
No.
Yeah, so there.
Craig.
Yeah, that's
Whoa!
what you're talking about.
Sense no fear, by the way.
Yeah.
Sense no fear came over. He's like, no, he's cool. That's frightening.
Yeah, that's scary stuff. But that was like, honestly, it was a lot of sharks. So day 4, they promised this wouldn't happen. I feel a tug and a sharp thing on my thigh.
Stop.
Bull shark, 37 stitches on my thigh. No, it's bull. I just wanted to tell you this.
Jesus. That's a good actor. That's a great actor right there. That's how you do it. We all fell for it. Oh, my God. Bull shark. I don't even know if that's a real shark.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. As I was down there, I was like, if there is an upside, if I were to get bitten, it's a great thing to tell Jimmy.
Oh, my gosh, you got me. I want to talk about your new series, Shining Vale.
Yes.
This is with Courtney Cox.
Yes.
We love Courtney Cox.
I
Come
love
on.
Courtney. Great.
Now, as far as there's a part of the show where it's horror stuff in the show.
Yes, there's horror, there's
Comedy.
there's drama, it's a mystery.
Are you easily scared, or you just know?
I'm not. Courtney Cox is what a sweetheart. I mean, she's so vulnerable and so easy. We're shooting in this, very kind of scary gothic house, and she genuinely does. You wouldn't think that because she's done like the Scream stuff, but she's really easy to scare, and I got great. That turned into a sport for me.
Yeah, you think the bull shark story was one thing. Yeah, wait till you really get scared by her.
It was great.
What can you tell people about the show?
Well, you have to. I don't actually see it's a family that's in New York, and my wife has had an indiscretion, and the family is trying to rebuild themselves. So we move, and a lot of people are doing this. They're moving out of these big cities into faraway places, and what happens is your problems follow you. So they move out to Connecticut, and in this house, trying to get a new lease, and she thinks that there's something in the house. I don't believe her, so I don't actually get to be scared, but I'm studying how all my scared looks, because that's great stuff to do, horror.
What's a scared, there's
Well,
more than one scared look?
Well, there's the standard horror stuff, like the quick jump and then it's okay, where you go, that happens early in the movie, and then there's the sound from the other room where you have to look. It's important you look this way, and then the eyebrow is key in that. You try it.
Yeah. Wait, sorry. So I'm looking.
You're over here, and then you're going to hear something over there. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. The mother of all, obviously, is the great horror realization that everything you thought was scary is scary in the house, and that requires. I mean, this is the full money, so that would require something like you're looking straight ahead, and then.
Oh my God!
You have to unhinge.
You moved your ears.
You have to unhinge the jaw. That's the key.
You moved your ears on that one. That was amazing acting. Right
if I ever see the ghost in Shining Vale, I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
I want to show everyone a clip. Here's the great Greg Kinnear and Courtney Cox in Shining Vale. Take a look.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just admiring your toddler trapped under a Toyota-like strength and our newly gouged floors.
I know you don't want to hear this, but we have a ghost, and I'm pretty sure she lives in this closet.
Oh.
Gator, I'm sorry to freak you out.
I'm cool.
Okay, let's assume we do have a ghost, Pat. And let's say that ghost lives right there in this closet. Do you really think that this armoire situation is the best way to keep her from haunting us?
Don't condescend. The armoire is a stopgap measure.
Great. Ghost problem solved. Let's have breakfast.
I guess I do get to do it. I forgot.
You were good. Greg Kinnear, everybody. Shining Vale premieres this Sunday at 10 p.m. on Starz.
Hey, hey.